Hi there, here's Robert Gandy. I thought I'd just do a quick video on this track I made called Empty Quarter. First off, if you hear any pops, cracks, any noise, it's not baked into the track. I guess it's just my setup. I have this funky thing now, just for my first screencast. I'm really going to have to learn how to do it really well. But yeah, I'll just go ahead and play the track for you now. Yeah, so it's basically just an ethnic track I tried out based on the Syria Master patch here from Voices of Passion. Voices of Passion. And track is built around that based off a book I read that inspired me to think about what a soundtrack for the movie might sound like. And yeah, I guess we'll just go through chronologically what's happening here. I'll show you what I used, how I used it. I don't plan on going too much in detail, I hope, not to bore you. So yeah, I think the most interesting part to start off with is, of course, the vocal library. Yeah, this is how it sounds soloed. And here's that first verse. And so on and so forth. yeah, it's basically just, you just hit the keys, it plays off a sample, and then you just have to figure out how long you want to play that sample, and then combine it, mix and match and whatever, yeah, just have whatever is in your head. Yeah, maybe something about the mix. It's a fairly standard mix I put in here for that vocal patch. I can go once. Yeah, I'll just show you. Yeah, JJP, the EQ program from Waves. It's just giving it about a 2.6, yeah, 2.6 boost at 8K. I like to just give it a little, I don't know how you say it, throatiness, air. Air is probably not right, because air would probably be around 12K or 16K. But I like to give it, like, especially like female vocals, just around 8K, or even male for that matter, and just boost it around. I don't think it's actually doing too much. I think it'd probably be noticeable in the louder sections. Yeah, next up, Renaissance de-esser. Yeah, just because I noticed that the S's are just a little bit too loud in there. First off, man, I am not a pro by any measure. Everything I'm using right here, it's all based on other tutorials I've read or seen, things I could pick up. If you have like a better way of doing things, or you think, hey, don't do that, man, try something else, go ahead and fire off a comment, send me a message or whatever. I'd love to hear how I can actually, you know, make a good sounding track. That'd be awesome. And up to that point, I'll basically just be playing around. To be honest, a lot of the times I have no idea what I'm doing. Yeah, but yeah, I just played around with the de-esser, figured out it sounded well, and then here next up is then an opto compressor, the Optocomp from IK Multimedia, and let's just hear it. Let's see. That's without. Here's with. I'm listening right now with headphones, so it's kind of hard to figure out, you know, how much is doing. If you're, of course, listening with your studio monitors at your workstation, you might be able to hear a better A/B difference. Yeah, I'm just making this video, of course, just to show what's going on here. Yeah, next up, I guess we can go through the string section. I think that's really interesting. The string library I'm using is LA Scoring Strings, version 1. And basically, yeah, I have a violin section, cellos, violas, and my bass. I am keeping the patches in separate contact windows, just for, yeah, keeping it separate, and so that when I have, like, for instance, in Studio One, this way in the mixer, I have here, I can see immediately which, you know, which section is doing what, and then I can add also patches while I'm writing, if I have an idea or something fairly easily, and then I can see exactly which section, you know, I have to activate here for audio channels and whatever. That's how I like to structure my projects. And then you can also, of course, here see the color coding, and then the folders. You know, I can expand here, then the folder section. I have total OCD. I have to have everything exactly labeled, and I have to have everything in the right order. I absolutely hate while tracking or writing having to look for something, or even mixing, you know. That's why I like to have this all in this, you know, nice section. All right, let's hear the violin. Yeah, I'm just starting off composing, so I'm just really learning the basics. As you can see, there's a lot of copy paste here in this project. So what's going on here is than me just yeah, playing it, and then using my mod wheel for the volumes, and then you can see here it swell. And I'm really just learning this, actually. Quite a challenge. And there's probably, I can make it probably sound way better if I put in more time and just practicing that. But once you actually start doing that and just using that your mod wheel for the articulations and stuff, you'll just absolutely get a new level of quality, I've noticed. So that's pretty cool. And yeah, I'm doing that pretty much everywhere where I felt it was needed. Let's see here. I have then another violin patch that's basically like a pad. And then if you hear that other patch together with it, it sounds like this. Yeah, guess you get the idea. Pretty much same thing with violas. What I find funny is I don't know the rules. I don't know how to compose, and I just play around with what I can find will work. I think if I really would learn how to do it, correctly, I could really put some cool stuff together. Right now, it's basically just trial and error. Down here, you have then the cello. And then basses. Pretty much all they're doing. Let's take a closer look at the intro, because like we heard, the vocal patch starts it up, and then it goes into this part. So yeah, that's the nylon guitar, Native Instruments. It's basically the only nylon guitar I had. I'm actually more of a guitar player, but I didn't have like a nylon guitar on me, and I basically just wanted to keep it to libraries so I can just quickly MIDI back and forth, copy paste, whatever. And I didn't have to then set up like microphones here and stuff like that, because I just really wanted to run and gun, so that's why I did it this way. Yeah, I had to play around with the octaves to make it sound good. Because it sounds kind of fake, especially this was the only octave really I could find that would sound kind of realistic, I guess. Let me transpose it. Let's see what it does an octave higher. Yeah, it sounds kind of fake to me, or like a very, very clean recording. It doesn't have much character to it, I guess. That's why I kept it down here. And then the strings are added on top of that. And then maybe here, let's solo our percussion section. Oops. Let's see. Oh, let's add yeah, I only have the djembe going here a little bit. But let's add the flute. Does not get much simpler than that. The djembe is just, I don't know, I thought that sounded kind of cool. You know, add it to everything. Yeah, I thought it kind of worked. Give it a little character. Then what I do, maybe someone has a better idea. What I'm doing right now is, in regards to which section comes when, I will cut in here in my tempo track just a section, and then see where the other section should begin, and then I'll just, you know, you can make it quicker or faster, and that's how I can time it the way I want. It feels weird doing that, but at least for me it kind of works. What would kind of be cool if you could just basically drag and drop the whole section wherever you wanted it to start. Something like a function like that would be kind of cool. Perhaps there is, or I bet there's a better way than to do it than what I'm doing right now. But yeah, I'd have to figure out how to do that or be shown. Yeah, then it just goes into this break. It's just by feeling how long the break is. And so on and so forth. I think this thing is pretty cool. Ode, I guess. Adds some tension, I guess. It's just a simple patch by NI, and yeah, it doesn't do much. I don't think I really change anything here sonically. It's just to add that, somehow it adds some tension to the track, which I really like. And then yeah, what I also have then coming in here is the harp. Bling. Not doing much, just adding a little, panned it to the left somewhat. Cymbals aren't loud enough, I think. Mistake. Let me just. All right. There we go. No. And then, yeah, just that cymbal, you know, I copy pasted it. What I did, perhaps that might help someone. Like if you just every once in a while need a cymbal hit, but you do need it in different velocities. What I did is I just created, you know, a hit right here, and named it light. And they created another one is then medium. And that way I know which one I'm copying and pasting it in the different sections when I need it. I'm all about like workflow and structure and stuff like that. So that might be a simple trick you might be able to use. I don't know. Yeah. What else can I say to the track? Solo the djembe. Pretty much all it's doing, yeah. Nothing really special. I like the depth. I like the bass response. Oops. And then, yeah, we have, maybe highlight this section. Oops, sorry. and then so on and so forth, and then of course yeah, you could call it the chorus, and then starts up again, and that's the whole track. Let's look at mixing next. All right, let's just go ahead and go through our mixer here. I guess first off, we'll just go through the string section. Not much done, but yeah, first of all, the reverb. I have the Sonnox going here. Yeah, basically just a really long tail. It's just a super exaggerated reverb. Like, it's just supposed to sound epic, I guess. Yeah. And I really just maxed it, almost maxed it on every track. For the, like the lead violin, it's got a program EQ going. So we'll go ahead and solo violins. So that's a 4.4 boost at 12K. Really like that. I really like that. I also really like the character of program EQs. Yeah, I use that for a lot of mixes. Okay. I don't have that for the other violin patch. I see this as my lead violin patch, and this basically as just under it, because I want this little more, yeah, louder, accentuated, more in the front. Not doing anything to the violas. Let's hear this part. And then I'll just remove the reverb. Don't mind that noise, it's just really raining. Yeah, even if it's like super exaggerated, the reverb, I just kind of like that. I like that wet sound. This might be interesting, using an SSLEQ on the cello. I'm not quite sure. I don't remember why I went with the SSLEQ over like a program EQ, but be it the one I have from IK Multimedia or Waves. Yeah, this is basically just 4.7 boost at, yeah, almost 10K. Very subtle. Yeah, not doing too much, but it sounds a little scratchier, you know, comes out through the mix. Don't ask me why I did this with that cello and not any other strings. Just how my mind works, I guess. But here, let's look at the basses. I'm using a max bass to add some bass. I can't really hear it right now over the headphones, but it's designed to add just a lot of bottom end and just fill out that space as much as possible. Without sounding too obnoxious. And then I kind of saw I had some trouble keeping the bass like at a certain level. That sounds funny, of course. You often have to use a compressor, but I really just had to use a CLA 76 right here just to make it work somehow. Yeah. Of course, this is the microphone I'm talking through right now. And we looked at the vocal patch previously. Maybe interesting, the Djembe, I'm using the IK program EQ. Solo it here. Hertz, attenuated by 4.5. And then I'm actually boosting 16K by 4.9. I wonder why. Yeah, it gives it some more slapping, more of a slap. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Yeah, that's all I can pretty much say about the track. Hope I didn't bore you too much. If you have any questions, feel free to leave a comment, whatever. And peace out.